Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning. Before I start the presentation today, let me introduce myself. My name is Devita Putri Maiswari with my 3LS student number 2790. And I am delighted to be here today to share with you a timeless tale that has enchanted audiences for generations. Today, I will be discussing the classical narrative text entitled Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty is not just a story of love and magic. It's a tale that explores themes of faith, redemption, and the power of true love. This fairy tale has been adapted into numerous films, books, and performances, each bringing its own unique twists to the story. As we delve into this narrative, we will explore its structure, characters, and the valuable lessons it imparts. The content of narrative text entitled Sleeping Beauty is to tell about the story of Princess Aurora, cursed by the wicked fairy Maleficent, to fall into a deep sleep on her 16th birthday after pricking her finger on a spinning wheel. This text has the purpose is to entertain or amuse the readers through the storytelling. So I will tell you about a story entitled Sleeping Beauty. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, a king and queen were blessed with a beautiful baby daughter. They named her Aurora and invited all the fairies in the kingdom to her gathering. However, they forgot to invite one fairy named Maleficent, who appeared at the gathering uninvited and caused the baby princess to die on her 16 years old birthday by pricking her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel. One of the good fairies, however, had not yet given her gift to Aurora, and instead of letting her die, she changed the course to a 100 years sleep. On Aurora's 16th birthday, she discovered a hidden room in the castle where she found the spindle and pricked her finger, falling into a deep sleep. The good fairy's spell took effect, putting the entire kingdom to sleep for 100 years, until a prince from a nearby kingdom came and found the sleeping princess. He kissed her and she woke up, and the spell was broken. They got married and lived happily ever after. To guide our discussion, I will break down the narrative into four key steps: orientation, complication, evaluation, and resolution. Each section will highlight the key events and characters that shape this enchanting story. Let's begin with the orientation. The story opens in a majestic kingdom where joy fills the air as the king and queen celebrate the birth of their daughter, Aurora. This moment is filled with hope and dreams for the future. To honor their little princess, they host a grand celebration and invite all the fairies into the land to bless Aurora with their gifts. However, in their excitement, they make a grave mistake. They neglect to invite Maleficent, the most powerful fairy of all. This oversight sets the stage for the conflict that will unfold. When Maleficent learns of her exclusion, she arrives uninvited to the celebration. her heart filled with bitterness and resentment. This section serves as our introduction to the characters and setting. We meet Aurora, her loving parents, and Maleficent, the antagonist whose actions will drive the plot forward. The central problem is essentially thought Maleficent curse. She declares that Aurora will die on her 16th birthday after pricking her finger on a spinning wheel's spindle. As we move into the next section, we see how this course complicates Aurora's fate and introduces themes of jealousy and consequence. Now, let's delve into the complication. The joyous occasion of Aurora's birth quickly turns dark due to Maleficent's curse. She vows that on Aurora's 16th birthday, she will prick her finger on a spinning wheels and die. This moment is pivotal. It highlights how jealousy can lead to destructive outcomes. Maleficent anger stems from feeling overlooked and unappreciated. Yet, amidst this darkness, one of the good fairies, Flora, steps forward just before Maleficent departs. Instead of allowing Aurora to die, Flora alters the course. Aurora will not die, but instead fell into a deep sleep for 100 years until she is awakened through love's kiss. This part illustrates the conflict at its core. The clash between good and evil represented by Maleficent and the good fairies. It also explores deeper themes such as fate versus free will. While Maleficent's course seems inescapable, Flora's intervention offers a glimmer of hope. As we translation into the evaluation, the witness how these events unfold on Aurora's 16th birthday, leading us to a critical turning point in her life. In our evaluation, we find ourselves on Aurora's 16th birthday, a day filled with anticipation but also foreboding. Unbeknownst to her, she discovers a hidden room in the castle where an old spinning wheel lies dormant. Thrown to it like a mound of flame, the prince her finger and falls into a deep sleep. This moment is rich with symbolism. Aurora's slumber represents lost potential and unfulfilled dreams, a poignant reminder of how external circumstances can drastically alter our lives. The good fairy's intervention emphasized that the entire situation there exists hope, kindness can encourage malice. This section serves as a climax of our story, the moment when everything changes for Aurora. It encapsulates themselves themes of fate versus free will as we see how one small section can lead to monumental consequences. As we move toward our resolution, we'll explore to love ultimately triumphs over adversity. Finally, we arrive at our resolution. After 100 years of slumber, a brave prince heard tales of the Sleeping Beauty. locked away in the castle. Driven by love and courage, he ventures forth to awaken her. Upon finding Aurora, he kisses her gently, and in that moment, true love breaks Maleficent's spell. The, the entire kingdom awakens from its long slumber. Flowers bloom once more, and joy returns to every heart. Aurora and her prince celebrate their love with great grand wedding, a symbol of next beginning not just for them, but for everyone in the kingdom. This resolution brings closure to our narrative arc. It emphasizes themes of true love conquering all obstacles and restoring harmony after chaos, a powerful message about resilience and hope. Let's explore each section in more detail. We will begin with the orientation. The king and queen of the kingdom celebrate the birth of their daughter with great fanfare. They invite all the fairies except one fairy named Maleficent. Next is the complication. The joyous occasion of Aurora's birth is overshadowed by Maleficent's curse, which serves as a reminder of how jealousy can lead to destructive outcomes. The invitation snap illustrates how important relationships are in our lives. Sometimes neglecting someone can have dire consequences. We will translation to evaluation. Aurora's deep sleep symbolizes lost potential and unfulfilled dreams, a powerful metaphor for how external circumstances can impact our lives unexpectedly. The good fairy intervention shows that hope exists even in dire situations. It reminds us to the kindness can counteract malice. And the last part is resolution. The prince gives represents true love's ability to overcome darkness. It's an affirmation that love is transformative. The marriage signifies new beginning, not just for Aurora but for everyone in the kingdom, highlighting themes of renewal and enjoy after hardship. And guys, I will show you the pictures of Sleeping Beauty. In a summary, we explored Sleeping Beauty through four steps. First is orientation, second, complication, third, evaluation, and the last is revolution. Each part delivered critical elements that contribute to this narrative's enduring appeal. As we discussed today, Sleeping Beauty is more than just a fairy tale. It encapsulates essential life lessons about love, sacrifice, and redemption while showcasing rich character dynamics. Thank you all for your attention as we journey through this enchanting tale together. I hope you feel inspired to revisit Sleeping Beauty or explore its various adaptations with fresh eyes. Remember that every story carries wisdom worth cherishing, just like our beloved Princess Aurora found her way back to happiness. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.